I've been waiting to do this video. And I think the time is now. I really do. I mean, it's Black History Month. Black people, or should I say black African American people, are going through a lot of shit. I mean, it's crazy that it's Black History Month and all this shit is going on. You have Gucci, Montclair, and Prada coming out with blackface products. Then you have the Grammys pulling this stunt, having a Puerto Rican named Jennifer Lopez come out with a tribute for Motown, which is African American music. Yeah, this whole thing with Steve Harvey and Monique and them getting in an argument on national TV discussing integrity. And it's just overall, black people, we've been getting our ass kicked for the month of February called Black History Month. And it's crazy, man. It's crazy how we've been in America, spelled with 3 Ks, busting our asses ever since we got here. I mean, let's just really deal with the facts. We were kidnapped, brought over here, and forced to work for the slave master. I mean, we had to be seamstress. We had to be carpenters, farmers. We had to provide food, shelter, and clothing for massa. So it's like a slap in the face for someone to tell black people that all we do is rely on the welfare system, where the first welfare recipients were the slave master and his family. It's crazy. It's crazy that we've been in America's spelled with 3 Ks for over 400 years and haven't received any type of payment for our free labor. You know, America has all these labor laws now. I mean, they have child labor laws. They have laws where you have to get certain, if you work a certain amount of hours, you got to get a 15-minute break and a half an hour lunch and this and that and so forth. But they didn't have that shit back in the days. For us, we've been beat up, used, abused, tortured, killed. And still the world shuns on us, still looks down on us. They say, nigga, get a job. We get a job, we're discriminated against. They say, nigga, build your own shit. We build our own shit. Tulsa, Oklahoma, Black Wall Street in Durham, North Carolina, Israel Hill in Virginia, Dawn Settlement in Canada, Seneca Village in New York, and they tear the shit down. Every time we build, they move us out. And that's what they're doing in Atlanta, in Brooklyn, in Houston, in Dallas. It's called gentrification. And I know for some black people, some folks, they willingly moved. They accept the money. They take the money that's offered to them. I know. But just think about the mentality that they have. You're giving someone some money that they've never seen before. And their neighborhood is dilapidated. It's fucked up. Because it's crime infested. The drugs have been pushed into our communities. The guns have been pushed into our communities. Our fathers, our sons, our uncles, our grandfathers are not there in the motherfucking household. Our families are broken apart intentionally. You have a bunch of men working for 5 cents an hour in the privatized owned prisons. But of course, you know, we're lazy. You're talking about a race of people that had nothing. I mean, at one point in time, it was illegal to teach us how to read and write. And now, we're rhyming on beat. We're speaking spoken word, poems, poetry on a beat. And this method is part of a culture called hip hop that everybody follows. But we ain't shit. We created every fucking genre of music. Hip hop, jazz, blues, gospel, R&B, country, juke joint, go-go music. The list goes on. But we're lazy. Everybody knows about LeBron James, Dr. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Tupac. Keep your head up. But we're lazy. And I don't understand that. I just don't get it. And I'm not talking to the European, the white man, or the white woman. I know you all enjoy your lies. You truly believe in those lies. You accept those dumbass narratives that you make up about black people. I'm not talking about you all. I'm talking about the foreigners, my distant relatives, such as the Africans, the Jamaicans, the Haitians, the Dominicans, the West Indians. You got a whole bunch of black foreigners that come over here to America, and they truly believe that the black man and the black woman that was born here are lazy. And it's crazy to me. I really don't understand it. I don't get it. How is it that you believe in that narrative? How do you believe in what was taught to you? I don't get it. And I understand that you come from different countries and shit like that, and your work ethics are impeccable. I mean, shit. I know that Jamaican will get out there and work 3 jobs if they have to, 4 or 5, just as well as an African. But when y'all look at us, y'all think we got it good. But what you're looking at right now is a race of people that are tired. Because you were not here when we were busting our ass for over 400 fucking years. So goddamn it, don't you think we deserve a fucking rest? White man told us, you get your 40 acres and a mule, and he didn't even give us that. He made us believe that it was a privilege for us, for him to free us. Some of us had to pay for our own freedom. And you believe in that narrative. You believe that black people are lazy. And I see it on your face all the time. I go into a Jamaican establishment, and it's not so much the men, it's the women. Hey, how you doing? What you want? Hi, you serious? I'm patronizing your business, and this is how you're gonna treat me. But when those light-skinned folks, and I don't mean light-skinned like albino, redbone. I'm talking about light-skinned folks, white people walk into your establishment. Oh, you all preppy. How you doing? Welcome to Caribbean Fest. What do you want? Oh, we're so privileged to have you here. You roll out the red carpet, the blue, the green, and the orange for them. But not for me. And it makes no sense to me. It makes no sense that you refuse to do any type of research, any type of studies on us black folks. I mean, you quick to Google some shit, but you don't want to Google anything about us. So, this is what I'm going to do. Let's see here. Where is that? Let's see here. I'm gonna get it. Oh, here it is, right here. Yeah. So I got a bunch of shit on Black history. Bunch of papers and shit. You know what I'm saying? So let me go ahead and tell you a few black inventors and innovators. Even though that there are thousands, like I could go on and on and on and on for hours upon hours upon hours, but I'm just gonna give you a few. Benjamin Banneker developed the first clock built in the United States, studied astronomy and developed an almanac, helped to create the layout of the building, streets, and monuments for the nation's capital, called Washington, D.C. Let's see here. Benjamin Bradley created a steam engine powerful enough to drive steam-powered warships. Matthew Cherry created a vehicle that is the precursor to the modern tricycle and then created a special fender for streetcars. George Crumb, after accidentally slicing potatoes too thinly, created the potato chip. Charles Drew, a pioneer in the field of blood preservation, he developed a method for separating plasma from the whole blood so they could be combined later. Also determined that plasma could be administered to certain patients regardless of their blood type. Helped to establish the modern blood bank. Whew. Thomas Jennings, the first black person to be granted a patent for his dry cleaning process. Jack Johnson, the first black heavyweight boxing champion, he created a wrench for automotive maintenance. Mark Dean created numerous devices for personal computer architecture and helped revolutionize the computer industry. Thomas Elkins created a refrigerated apparatus for keeping perishable foods as well as a chamber commode. Lloyd Hall revolutionized the world of food preservations and developed numerous processes for eliminating germs and bacteria from foods, utensils, and tools. Lonnie Johnson, a rocket scientist. Wow. He created one of the favorite toys of the 1990s called a Super Soaker, and the list goes on. But y'all think and truly believe that black Americans are lazy. And that's crazy to me. That's crazy. So I know what you're gonna say. Oh, okay. You got a few people out there here and there, but what about you? Oh, you want to make it personal. Okay. All right. So on my YouTube channel, I have over 250 fucking videos. I've also wrote 3 books. One of them, A God Within. Second one, When God Was a Mystery. Third one, I haven't printed this yet, but Love in Apocalyptic Times. Haven't printed it out yet. Got the copyrights to all 3 of them. All 3 of them. Also have another book that I'm in the process of writing. Where is that? This one right here. Haven't finished that yet. So basically, I've written 5 books. And not only that, I'm a full-time father. Right after I get off of recording this fucking video, I'm prepping for lunch. Breakfast and lunch tomorrow for the children. And also I juice. So they receive juice, fresh juice every fucking afternoon after they finish their fucking lunch. I put ginger, frozen bananas, blackberries, blueberries, and green apples together. So I juice and then I blend up the bananas and I combine the 2. So you're not saying shit. You're not saying anything. It's niggas over here doing shit. In America spelled with 3 Ks. And y'all have to understand that. Y'all have to understand that we are not fucking lazy. Now, let me say this. This may hurt. This may hurt. So embrace for this shit. You want to know who's lazy? You all. You foreigners. You want to know why? Because you foreigners, whether you're Jamaican, I'm not saying all, but some of y'all, whether you're Jamaican, Haitian, Dominican, fucking African, Brazilian, wherever you come from, y'all are so desperate to leave your land, to leave your culture, to leave your elders behind. You're so desperate to get visas in order to come over here because you truly believe that the American dream is better than where you come from. And once you get over here, you realize that this dream ain't worth shit. Nothing. Now you done fucked around and sold your fucking land. You done fucked around and gave up your culture. You done fucked around and just allowed your fucking aunt, your elders, your grandmother, your great grandmother. You know that they're not that they're dependent. You done fucked around and left them there. Yeah, you may send a couple dollars back, but they need you there. So while you're over here living the so-called American dream, the Chinese, the British, the Europeans are buying your shit the fuck up. And you know that. They're buying up Jamaica. They're buying up the West Indies. The Chinese are buying up Africa. So you may say, well, how are we lazy? The reason why you're lazy is because you gave up your shit. You could have created an industry. You could have created something monumental. But instead, you said, fuck it. I'm going to leave my homeland. I'm going to give that up and come all the way over here to the Americas and live out my dreams. And 9 times out of 10, your dream is about driving fancy cars. Your dream is about living in a big, nice house. Your dream is about wearing fancy clothes, and that's all materialistic shit that you can't pass down to your fucking ancestors. I mean, to your children's children's children. Period. But I'm not lazy. Because right now, I got my application for dual citizenship for Nevis. My family left land for me in the West Indies and Nevis. And once I become a citizen of Nevis, I'll be able to own the land. I'm going through all of the procedures in order to get my motherfucking dual citizenship. I got my motherfucking great-grandfather's birth certificate right here. I got to take an AIDS test and a couple other things. You see, I'm going to put in my due diligence when it comes to this land. Because I want to be able to pass down something to my children. And I have taught my children their culture. And sooner than later, I'm going to take them to the land and show them the land. I'm going to show them Nevis. And it's crazy how we as black people, we go to the Caribbeans. We go to Africa and different places and we marvel. We love and we embrace your culture. We don't treat you all like shit when we go to your fucking place of birth. But when y'all come over here and establish businesses in black communities, y'all treat us like shit, and it does not make any motherfucking sense to me. It doesn't. I go to the YMCA and I have donated a shitload of food. I mean, canned goods. And I ain't talking about no regular shit. I'm talking about like organic shit. You know what I'm saying? Fruits, vegetables, grains, all types of shit. I ain't gonna say fruits and vegetables because those are perishable items. But canned goods and shit. Spaghetti, noodles, and shit like that. I remember one time I took some shit to the YMCA, and they had this basket like right in front of the door. I had so much shit, I filled up that basket, and it was up to the top. Now taking heed, it's this Jamaican female. She see me every fucking day. Every day. I give her my card. I'm polite to her. Hey, how you doing? She don't never say shit to me. Nothing. It's times that she don't even look at me right and she doesn't have no eye contact. Then all of a sudden today, when she needs something, hey, Mr. Pemberton, let me talk to you for a second. Oh, now you want to talk to me. Because they're forcing the employees of the YMCA to tell the members of the YMCA to donate cash. And I get it, it's for a good cause, it's for underprivileged kids to go to the YMCA so they could be able to play basketball and swim and they have different programs. I get it. But at the end of the day, you see what I'm saying? She had to need or want me for something in order to talk to me. Now I'm Mr. Pemberton. Whereas before I was a nobody. And she overlooked the times that I have contributed, donated food. That shit didn't mean nothing, huh? Now she wants some money out of me. And it makes no sense to me. I've gone through this shit in the South and especially up in New York, in the North. And it's crazy to me. I truly believe, she may see it. I don't give a fuck. I truly believe that. My stepmom, she Jamaican. I truly believe if I wasn't like West Indian, I was just a regular ass nigga, and she wasn't married to my fucking father, she probably treat me like shit too. Period. And it doesn't make sense to me, man. It doesn't make sense to me because we all are family. And at the end of the day, we truly know who is the fucking laziest. We know. And it's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. How is it that y'all all got a problem with us black folks, but y'all ain't got no problem with that white man? For all you Jamaicans out there, you do understand or know the history of Bati Boy. You do understand or know the history behind the word Bati Boy and why you all have such reservations when it comes to the gay community. Well, if you don't know, I'll tell you. Jamaica was one of the islands known for buck breaking. Buck breaking is when the white slave master would sodomize the black man in front of his fucking family. So it leaves a bitter taste in the Jamaican's mouth when they are looking at people pushing that LGBTQ community. You all know what the fuck we've been through. I know you all know that because I know what y'all been through. So stop it. Stop it. We all are family and we need to stick together. And that goes for this New York shit and this down south shit. I'm tired of that bullshit too. I've lived in New York and I've lived in the South. And the Southerners have shit to teach the Northerners, and the Northerners have shit to teach the Southerners. Y'all getting caught up in that European shit. And it's not about that. It's about us. Period. Little do y'all know that the black American man, black American woman is responsible for shedding light to the world. That if it weren't for the black American man and woman, or rather the inventors and innovators, this world would be a fucked up place. Don't y'all realize that y'all are coming to a place called America that we built? That we built. So when you all come, y'all, the first thing y'all should say when y'all see a fucking black man is thank you. Thank you. That's it. Thank you and a hug. Thank you for building this motherfucker from head to toe. For free. Because we ain't never got paid. Never got no reparations. Nothing. And then the second thing should be a hug. To say, I understand where you're coming from. Because that white man took me through hell where I came from too. So, for Black History Month, out of all the shit that we've been through, let's just do one thing. For all the foreigners, the black foreigners that's here, for all the black people that's here, that's been born and raised here, embrace one another. Embrace one another. Because if we don't embrace one another, and if we don't take care of our cultures that we created, you know who's going to take it. So I suggest that we make sure we keep Afrobeat safe. Soca music safe. I mean, they already got their hands in reggae. They already got their hands in hip hop. I suggest that we go back. The ones that's foreign to this land, go back to where you came from and make sure that you can go back to something. Because if you don't appreciate where you come from, somebody else will. Period. Here you got these farmers, these Africans, white Africans in South Africa talking about that that's their land. And they're willing to fight for it. They ain't moving. It's crazy how white people sit back and say that Africa ain't shit. But you have white people that are living in Africa right now, as well as the Chinese, as well as just about every motherfucking race. And if they don't live there, they visit. But the black man ain't shit. Fuck out of here. I'm not trying to hear that shit. We built those pyramids in Africa. Fuck that Egypt shit. Because we know Egypt is nothing but a what? A Greek motherfucking word. We built those pyramids in Africa. And if you don't believe me, or believe anyone that says that, let's see here. Right? Egypt is there, Sudan and Nubia is there. And they got pyramids in Sudan as well as in Nubia. So I'm trying to understand how you Europeans built the pyramids, but you don't have no pyramids in Europe. I'm just saying. I'm trying to understand how you all are Egyptians, but you're steadily digging up dead people, trying to figure out who's who. Shouldn't you know your family members if you're an Egyptian? And that goes the same for these Arabs. Black people, let's get it together. Let's get it together. We all are one. That plain and simple. I love myself. And I love my black people. My name is Langston 2092.